Really think about the classes you took. Why did I need trigonometry? Why didn't I learn how to do my taxes? Why was I forced to take an art class just to get a mug that leaks? It's safe to say that a lot of high school curriculum needs reworking, but none so much as art classes. The arts are a vital part of education and offer a variety of benefits to both students and the wider community, and yet they suffer the most under the heel of high school administrators. I argue that high schools should require art classes because of their social and economic benefits, but to achieve this, we need to get administrators to value art and maybe rethink how we teach it. Students today have little to no requirements to take art classes. And why would they? Modern art classes are falling apart and horrifically underfunded. A teacher from the article Secondary School Art, A Case for Increased Senior Management at Sport, explains that, yeah, they had computers, but there was no software, no printers, and other school computers blocked images that were useful to art students. Any attempt to amend this situation was met with administrators who were unsupportive of, even obstructive towards art. The article Leadership in Art Education claimed that school administrators leverage other subjects against art as well. Schools that do not continually improve student reading and math test scores run the risk of losing whole art departments. But if we allowed art to thrive, we would see the benefits like economic growth, community enrichment, and job opportunity. A study from Planting the Seed to Grow Local Creative Industries found that arts generate growth, economic growth through the creation of cultural districts and institutions, as well as the economic development through the attraction of high quality labor and large corporations. Another article called Do Economic Impact Studies Misrepresent the Benefits of Art and Cultural Organizations? Says that art classes provide outlets for creative expression and volunteer effort. As far as job opportunity, I would like to show you this graph from the same article that shows that job growth. We see, particularly in the 5 mile radius, that we see a lot of growth, and especially growth in suburban areas. Now, you might hear these benefits and say, couldn't we use these funds better elsewhere? It's no secret that art supplies are expensive. Basic supplies like paints, paintbrushes, paper all cost a fortune. And that's just the basics. A well-rounded arts education should ideally teach pottery, printmaking, and digital art to have their own specific costly supplies. Wouldn't a better use of the already limited school funding be to incorporate STEM programs? The article, Why Art Education in High School Isn't Necessary, explains that a Sacramento school district passed a bill to replace art in schools with career training programs for students, including STEM programs and other real-world skill courses. I argue, why can't we do both? Why not fund art classes and STEM classes? Why not host career training programs for the arts? We already know that arts create jobs. Why don't we teach students how to get hired? Another common argument is time management. Requiring students to take valuable time away from other more enriching courses, such as AP or honors courses, is a bad idea. Now, normally I would agree that adding more graduation requirements is a bad idea and taxing on students. I think the relaxing and inward nature of art would be more beneficial to students than, say, another difficult math class. Now, we need to convince administrators as well as parents and students that the arts are beneficial, as well as rework the curriculum to work better for today's students. According to Leadership in Art Education, to rework the curriculum, we need educators who are willing to take action against policies that diminish students' opportunities for learning art. The same article also suggests that researchers can be invited to collect the data and help teacher leaders make and implement decisions. The task of reworking curriculum requires, according to Expanding Our Vision for the Arts in Education, a departure from predominantly verbal learning environments and a move towards creation and adoption of multi-modular learning experiences. Now, if this solution was implemented, not only would art classes be better funded and better led, but students would also benefit from a different approach to learning art. Students in this future would work more collaboratively and have more cost-effective methods of making art. The article New School Art Styles, a project of art education, explains that art education curriculum can be conceived as an ongoing collaborative project, prioritizing teamwork and groupthink. According to Beyond Us Now, speculations toward a post-art education world, this collaborative style work could be executed using curriculum materials that would be free or open source. Digital banks of images, sounds, textures, and tastes would also be free or open source. Now, this is futuristic thinking for sure, but the same article has a slightly more attainable idea of archiving student and teacher work for future use. But what can I do for art classes in high school? Simple. Talk to administrators. Send an email, deliver a letter, even go to school meetings. Doesn't matter how you do it, all that matters is voicing to school administrators that art classes are important. Leadership in art education tells us to inform them about the program and educate them in the best ways to represent the program to others. This goes double if your art class or program is in poor shape or almost out the door. This is where Secondary School Art, a case for increased senior management, recommends that when an art department is mediocre, it prioritizes raising its profile within the school. Raising the profile could be boasting the benefits I've listed here for you today, as well as others that we find making art. The arts are incredibly important, and I want the next generation to be able to make that mug, but maybe with a few less leaks. Here are my citations, and thank you so much.